OG a coin, that's so fly. All the real OGs say, oh my. Fill a stadium of buyers like SoFi. Organic growth, watch the flow rise.
So 5 minutes up, and would like to start off by sharing with everyone that I know it's been quite a bit of time, about 2 months since we last touched base. Honestly, there has been quite a few items that we do want to announce and a few things that we do want to share. Um, I guess let's just address the first thing, which is for uh, what do you call that? For our OGexpo. So we were trying really hard to get the OGexpo going in April, and I think we have to move it to September. There has been quite a number of people, or even like when it comes to projects, where I think it's a tough time now. There's a lot of people closing down. So we couldn't get the expo where we want it to be. We had to refund some people who, they needed the last bit of fund to continue their operations instead of focusing on building their brand. It's more about survival. So we understand it's a tough time out there. Hence why it's moved to September. Um, the second thing is one of our team member, Miguel, he has left the project, as far as we understand. And currently, there isn't much that we can share pertaining to that. But just so you guys are aware of, in case if you don't see him around or anything along those lines, so you've been informed. The third thing is this year. This is the biggest news that we want to share. Is seeing that we're in the mid cycle, 2 years before the Bitcoin halving, it would definitely be a little quiet. Until then, even if we see a little bit of movement, it's not exactly the way that you would expect a good market to look like. But that's okay. So within this period of time, what we do have in plan is to continue with pursuing proper Series A investments. So previously, we've been thinking a lot about it. I don't think we have fully focused our efforts on there. While we have spoken to some of our community members or even investors, and when I mean investors, as in the early angel investors and whatnot, we have spoken about the path for Series A, but there were a lot of previous news happening around the crypto space, and we didn't feel that it was appropriate. But at the back end, we have all discussed from the core team's perspective that this year till end of the year, we are going to actively look for investments. In fact, we have spoken to a few companies. We just couldn't, or VCs, we just couldn't come to mutual agreements just yet. We don't know what those would bring. But what would the investments mean? So their investments would definitely help us in strengthening OG as a brand in general. But secondly, it's also to expand um, adoption of our platform. So at this very moment, the adoption rate is a little low, as you guys would have noticed. That's why we took it down for a little bit to make some enhancements while seeing if we can put it in the proposal for the VCs, to be more interested into some of the mechanics that we have gotten feedback upon. So all in all, we just really want to drop this message here. As usual, this is recorded on YouTube. So post if you have heard this video, or if you're in this chat or listening, feel free to reach out. If you don't feel comfortable sharing in the group or talking in the group, feel free to DM us at any time. We'll be responding to you as soon as we can. But in the group chat as well, feel free whichever method that you would like. But we just want to provide you guys an update so that you know what's happening in the background. I would say from the front end, there isn't too much action that you will see for sure at this moment because of how carefully we are maneuvering around a period like this. We don't want to be one of those who eventually close down because of exhaustion of fund or issues or whatever not, right? We have mentioned before that regardless of what happened, we want to do this long term, and that's what we will do. So you will hear more news about the investments hopefully soon, but it's also quite it's going to be quite a long process. So if you guys have any VCs who are interested looking at investments, whether they are from the Web3 environment, whether they are the traditional VCs, feel free to connect. We'll actually be really happy to connect and listen to all the feedback that we can get and hopefully some investments. Um, so I'm gonna pause a bit before we end the update. Do you guys have any questions or any thoughts that you would like to share? Whether it's on chat, whether it's on voice chat, whichever. I see someone typing. Ah, thank you. Thank you. Um, appreciate your understanding too. It's a tough time to maneuver through, and we are here. Just feel free to reach out. Please do. Don't worry about, whether I'll report your account for spam because I won't do that. Just feel free to reach out. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay. So if there isn't much questions or other thoughts, I guess we'll end the update for today. But again, if something changes your mind, if you have a question, you want to reach out after watching this video, please do. Thank you, everybody. Take care.
OG a coin that's so fly. All the real OGs say, oh my. Fill the stadium of buyers like so fire. Organic growth, watch the flow rise.